Welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. Well, starting out here in the bee age, I've been doing a little bit of manual breeding. Okay, these guys won't click back in, they're not the same. Run into that a few times. Now these guys will. And the Rockies won't do that yet, even though I seem to have a pretty good collection of Rocky drones. What I need to do is to get a beealizer and start checking these things out. And also what I need to do is to start getting some automation going on, because I am growing very weary of doing this by hand. And so, let's see. Let me make a change here real quick first. I had disconnected this because I had plenty of those impregnated casings, and I don't need any more. So let's set this up to do something else. Instead, we'll make impregnated sticks. And let's see, can we import the recipe? No, we cannot. Okay, let me get some force logs ordered. Actually, one will be enough. No, it won't. Oh well. 2 will be enough, because I need to do at least one run of making this stuff. And that means that needs to not be connected, because I don't want it sent anywhere just yet. First, we set the input side of the pipe to expect 2 force logs. We put them in there. We let it process and get 2 impregnated sticks. And now we set the output side. For 2 force logs, you get 2 impregnated sticks. Now hook the pipe up. And now let's go over here. Keep stocked. At least 1 stack of impregnated sticks. There. Alright, that means this will run creating impregnated sticks until this has a stack of them in there. And it should then shut down. And by the way, the seed oil, we're up to 393 buckets, which is just a little over half full on that tank. And there's a whole lot more bees here, because I took some time today and went looking around trying to find more. I was looking for a jungle so that I could get some of those tropical bees, because I'm going to need the propolis they make. But I have yet to find a jungle. I've seen jungles in the past. I just never bothered to note their coordinates, so I can't find them again. In the meantime, getting this automation going, I'm actually almost ready to do that. Well, I am ready to do that. But what I need to do it right is gates. I absolutely refuse to sit here and set up a bunch of redstone engines to do this when I can do it with gates a whole lot better. So, let's get about the business of getting up set up to make gates. Okay, and then, oh yeah, I got this force belt. I saw Hypno using one of these. And you just load the force belt up with some rods of return. One for my little observation perch at spawn. One that comes here, one that goes to the base workshop, one that goes out to Mesa Research. And, okay, so the numeric keypad, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 8. So that's a nice compact way to carry rods of return. So I just hit 3 and bang, here I am. Now I have set up here, go ahead and make the assembly table, because that's part of it. I'm just going to break that down and get it out of the way. And now the lasers I've set up so that the system can make them, because I'm more than likely going to need more. I'm going to start with 9 of them. I will be adding more later on. One of these days, real soon, I need to get some of that Tinker's Construct stuff going so that I can make up that clear glass that they've got. Because I want to change this floor out for clear glass so that you can see the crafting stuff going on down below. Because there's these 2 banks of auto crafting things, and there's 2 more of them down below. And I'd like to be able to see that. You know, I think that's kind of cool. Alright, let's see. We've got our 9 lasers. And in here I have some redstone energy conduit. Put that back. Go ahead and throw that in there. Alright, let's head down below. And I've set up a room here and run a energy conduit to it. And let's see. Right there is where the assembly table needs to be. And I'm going to put an input chest for it to, because when it finishes something, it puts it into an adjacent inventory. So that's going to be the adjacent inventory. And now, lasers. But not like that. Alright, 9 lasers there, and later on I probably put 9 more over there, and over here, and over there, and that will be pretty good. But for now, that will do. Now I need to get power up to those things. And I managed to knock a couple of them off. Okay. All right, come on now. All right, now conduit. Thusly, there, we have a conduit connection. Let's sort of pretty this up a little bit with stone. And later on, once I can, now that I've got an assembly table and lasers, I'll get some facades made up, and I'll be able to cover that. Alright. And for now, torch lighting. Okay, now that we've got power hooked up, let's see. The beginnings of making gates is going to be to have some chipsets available, so it's going to be, need a stack of iron and a couple of stacks of redstone. Make some redstone and redstone iron chipsets to start with. Excuse me. I'm on one of those days. Alright. Go ahead. Throw the these down here. Now I know there isn't quite going to be enough power for this. One of the things I'm going to need to do is change my force engine setup, because right now I have one force engine powering all this Buildcraft energy stuff. Alright, we'll make redstone iron first, and then we'll make redstone next, so there's enough material to do a stack of each. And yeah, as you can see, that's going to take a while. Although we've got full power on the lasers. Well, we had full power on the lasers. This is what I was talking about. Alright. Now if we get over here, there is one redstone energy force engine providing all this power. And you can see one of these cells is beginning to drain. So we need to get some stuff in gear here. And what I need to do is expand this system to include more force engines. And it looks like it's not going to be very far in this direction because it's breaking out into the ravine. Oh, how wonderful. Alright, we won't go that way. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me take a few minutes to work out a good layout for this, and I'll be back. Alright, I think I've got something worked out here, so I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to break that line. Cuts power to the lasers over there so that we don't be wasting power right now. I need the things, but I don't need them that badly right this minute. Alright, I'm gonna, let's see, I need to break this. And let's see. Alright, fine. I'll just use some cobble for the moment. And I'll replace this with stone later. See, I've got some liquiduct in here. Alright. Just break all of this out. And that's what I can do. Yeah. Okay. So I break this one. I set the milk line going over this way. Alright, there's the milk line. We'll just run the milk line along this side. Connect it. Alright, that part is good. We're good. And now the liquid force line. We're going to run that down. And it is going to go under the engines, and I don't need it quite like that. I need to remove a couple of one of those, yeah. There we go. I'll pretty the stuff up later. There. Whack that with a wrench. Alright. That's good. That's just fine. Okay. Have to rearrange some of that. There. Now I just need some more force engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of them ought to do it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's make it easy. Force engines, give me 5, please. Thank you. Everything goes over this way and down below. Does its thing, and in a minute or two, force engine will come back. There they are. Okay. And because the power line is already there, they should automatically line up. Well, they're not. Okay. Okay. One thing I forgot. Some redstone dust. Just to extend that engine activation signal from the lever all the way over. Well, it's supposed to whack those into outputs. That will be helpful as well. Okay. As I understand it, that should work. That's going to be really annoying if it doesn't. All right. Fine. We'll get some levers and we'll throw a bunch of levers down there. Oh, come on. You're not even doing anything else. Okay. Not the most ideal arrangement, but it should work. Now, if I put this back, we'll go have a look at the lasers. And we have steady blue beams. So we have steady production, and this is going up a lot faster. So we've got enough power for these lasers to actually do their thing now. That is good. All right, let's see. I still want to have redstone energy conduit in here as a kind of a power buffer. There. Alright, that'll be good. I'll probably put more of them somewhere on this line just because I think it's a good idea. In the meantime, this will keep things going for a while. Obviously, we're going to go through forest logs a lot faster, and I may set the farm back to making forest logs depending on just how fast that is. And I may end up having to arrange for more cows depending on whether they can keep up with the milk demand with just one. It looks to me like one cow is just nicely able to keep track of 6 force engines. If so, that will be good. Alright, so we've got our lasers in there working. We've got the beginnings of some chipsets, redstone iron and redstone chipsets, and there's others to be made as well, and eventually the autarkic gates that I need for the farm. And also, that's also where you make the facades for covering up this pipe and stuff. So I'll be doing that too. Alright, while that stuff is working, I was thinking that it would be a good time to get to some of this stuff, this Tinker's Construct stuff. And in particular, what I want to get to, and it might be considered jumping ahead of getting this basic stuff going, but I want to get into getting the smeltery put together. One of the reasons for that, quite frankly, is this clear glass. And so I want to start up with that. And fortunately, these books that comes with the thing tells you how to do it. You need to start out with sand, gravel, and clay. And that makes 2 grout. And the grout is cooked in a furnace into seared brick. And then 4 of those makes seared bricks. And you also make the smeltery controller, the smeltery drain, seared tank and seared glass, seared windows, seared faucet, and casting tables and basins and so on and so forth. And from there, you make all this other stuff. And so, let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, sand. Not a problem. Let's get about, say, 4 stacks of that. Gravel. Let's get 4 stacks of that. Clay, I don't think I have that much of. I can handle 4 stacks of clay. I'm going to have to come up with more fairly soon, but I know a secret there. That a nice, easy way to get clay without having to go digging and hunting is to take minium stone and 4 gravel, and that will get you clay. Alright, so I should be able to just do this like so. Sand, gravel, clay, that gets me grout. And so I just do all of that up. Like thus. That ought to make up enough to get a decent amount of seared brick started up, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in the induction furnaces here. Take some seared brick, and I'm going to assign a place for it in the inventory back here somewhere. Not there. Yeah, this'll do. And now the stuff that's in here will get extracted and go back there. And once I've got enough seared brick, we'll start building some of these other things. Alright, I've got 4 stacks of seared brick here and a couple of stacks of glass. Alright, so first up we need the smeltery controller. One, I think, will be sufficient. Smeltery drains, let's see. This third book in the series, let's see. Need a tank, seared bricks. Alright, let's get some seared bricks. I'll get it right eventually. Alright, seared bricks. Alright, that's a good start. Alright, the smeltery drain. As I understand it, will need probably a few of them. I don't know 100%. Alright. What else is this thing talking about? Seared tank. Okay. Glass in the middle. Seared bricks around. Get a few of those. What else do we need? Well, it gives you a list right here what you need. Okay. A faucet and a casting table. Okay, faucet is simple enough. Casting table. And while we're at it, let's make casting basin as well. Probably will end up wanting more of those. Get a couple of these. And now we need a place to do this where there's enough room. I think there should be some down below. This is a temporary, let's check this out and make it work setup, and I'll worry about putting it somewhere more permanent later. Alright, seared bricks. A 3x3. Alright. Now, if I have it correctly, let's see, we need to pretty much make a wall around this out of things like the Smeltery controller. Well, tank. Go ahead and throw 3 of them on there just for grins. I don't know any reason not to. How about that? Smeltery drain. More seared brick. Another drain. And seared brick along here. What's this? That's a drain. We don't want that on there. Alright, now casting basin and casting table. I believe they go like that. And the faucets. Alright. So far so good. Alright, now apparently we need to fill this thing with lava. So I need to look up a source of lava and we'll go from there. Okay, I figured the handiest source of lava was just duck into the nether with a bucket. So I've got a few buckets. We'll duck in there and grab some lava. Oh, how convenient. And since that's a navigation and health hazard, we'll just grab that. Now I just need 3 more. Alright. Fortunately, I know where there's a whole lot of that stuff. Down at the end of this tunnel. It's weird that flying with boost on is actually faster than walking or running with this boost you get from the leggings and such, but oh well. Alright. Let's just hop over here, grab a few buckets of lava, and get out of here before the ghasts take an interest. And just to keep from making the lava look really obnoxious with all the flowing and whatnot, we'll just pop some stone down there and leave it. And head back to the tunnel amidst seriously major amounts of lag. Alright, I'll catch you back at the smeltery. Alright, now presumably you can just fill these tanks by right-clicking, so yes, apparently so. I'll have to work out a better supply of lava, but for the time being it seems to work. Now the question is, how does one put inventory in there? I would assume you don't just throw it into the top. It has to be. Well, first up, let's get some actual metals to work with. Well, let's start with some glass, actually. I wanted to work with the glass, so let's do that. I have some glass. Alright. Maybe you do just throw it in. Let's find out. Oh, well, we'll turn the coin of suck off. That will make it actually possible. I don't see anything happening here. Alright, there's got to be a way to handle this thing. But so far, in this book, where the heck is it? Here we are. How did I end up with 2 of them? Oh well. Alright. Okay. Smeltery controller, seared tank, seared bricks, any combination of 10 seared bricks, seared tanks, sand ore, drains, faucet, casting table. I think I've got the thing built right. I don't know, I could be completely wrong about that. Any combination of 10 seared bricks, tanks, or drains. And this is basically what it's supposed to end up looking like. Alright. Alright, let's see here. That's basically the configuration we've got. Somehow I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. All right. Yeah, this is real special. It says Golem, you're not supposed to be down here. Why don't you get back where you belong? Ugh, I must have been within range of him when I dropped something, and so he comes to get it. All right. This thing is not quite making a whole lot of sense, so I'm going to read through this book again, although it doesn't seem to have left any clue about how you're supposed to put something in to the smeltery to be smelteried. And it does indicate that you can work with not only ores but processed metals or things like glass. It talks about how to get stuff out of it, but fill the tank with lava, the smeltery with metal, and watch it go. Okay, well, I don't see that happening. Let's try rearranging it. Now this makes a little more sense. So now it's got glass in it and it's working on something. Okay, good. How's it looking in here? Oh, you're kidding me. I could have just put the glass in there maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Got progress bars indicating it's building up heat from the lava, so it's melting the glass. And presumably, seared glass can be obtained by having it cast into this thing here. Excuse me, the clear glass. Because that's kind of what it indicates in here, toward the back. Yeah. Molten glass. Presumably that is a casting, not the table, but the basin. But then again, it might go into a table. Well, I've got one of each here, so we'll find out. We're almost up to full heat. Okay, and yeah, I am definitely going to have to work out a better place to put this for real. Well, let's see here. I guess I'm just going to wait for this to get up to full heat. Progress bars are almost at the top. Okay, we have molten glass. Now, how do we get it out of there? Right click. Okay. And then right click to get it out of there, and we have one piece of clear glass. So if I make alright, hang on. Put a smeltery drain there. Let's make up another faucet. Break that and make up two more of these basins. Put them down there. Well, guess I'm not going to get that piece back. Or maybe I am. Alright, now let's just right click here and here and here. And that's making clear glass. It's going to be a little bit slow. But it's working. And pop some more in there to begin processing while I'm draining this stuff out. Alright. It's a work in progress. In the meantime, I'm going to make up a bunch of clear glass and start replacing that other glass with the good stuff. And then I'm going to move this whole arrangement when my lava runs out and find a better place for it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. If you have any clues about how to work this thing good, let me know. I know it can be built taller to have a larger capacity, but like I said, any clues about how to be better and more efficient with this, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm out of here.